Yeah, I just announced it. But this is the 9.5 class. He's got to let out.
All right, Brandon from Cornerstone here. Just wanted to put a little bit of context behind all the clips and video you just saw. So we're obviously at MIR, Maryland International Raceway. Our company being from Michigan, we wanted to travel out there, get some good air. Along with our tuner, James Wall from RSP DMV is out there. He said, hey, bring the car out here. We'll go to the track. We'll get it more dialed in. We'll get some data. We'll turn it up, and obviously having the tuner there, drive the car, feel the car is best case scenario, right? So, excuse me, we started the day. I think the car went 9:30 off the trailer. Good starting point, not where we wanted to be. The ultimate goal was 8's, obviously, right? So we're on stock motor, stock transmission, stock axle, stock everything. It's got a 15-inch rear conversion on the rear to help with some traction. Our twin turbo bolt-on kit was the base 62 millimeter turbos, so just the baby turbos that drive absolutely phenomenal on the street. Great drivability. Response time is there. There's no lag time with the turbos as far as spool time. Drives awesome for a base kit. We do have options to get bigger, for the guys that want to go faster, the guys that have built motors, etc. So started at 9:30 something, came back, threw a few more pounds of boost at the boost controller, went back out. I think the car went 9:20 something. We're heading in the right direction, right? In between rounds, we battled traction issues here and there. The track wasn't all the way there. It was a private rental, so prep was less, it wasn't as good as we had hoped it to be, right? So went back out, chipping away at it for the day. I think we got to a 9.1, and then I think the car ended up going 9.0 at 156 or something close to that. Again, battling traction issues all day. We didn't know what to do. So we decided to turn the car down on the leave, throw less boost at it, and hey, let's see if we can get it to leave. We'll ramp on the boost a little bit harder, see if we can run a number out the back, right? So that's what we did. I think the car ended up going 899 or 898, 896, something like that, at 158. So we stopped there. We were out of time for the day. Prep was completely gone. The track wasn't there anymore, and we decided to count our win and drove. Actually, I think we drove it home from MIR about an hour and a half. Streetcar stuff, right? So we wanted to go out there and show everybody that was there, like, hey, along with you guys, that hey, you can bolt on our twin turbo kit, and whether it's your daily driver, your track only car, your street car, whatever it is, our kit has the ability to bolt on, go run the number, be a fun roll race car, be a fun street car, be a fun daily, reliable, still has the ability to make all the power you want while being reliable, right? And at the same price after you would, if you had the factory supercharger, and after porting and fuel systems and all this other stuff, you're probably really close to the same amount you'd spend on a twin turbo kit, but you don't have the adjustability to turn it up from 600 horsepower to 1400 horsepower or more if you have a built motor and, the supporting mods behind that. So our goal was accomplished. We wanted 8 something out of stock everything. Again, it is a Hellcat motor. It's not a Red Eye. It's not a Demon. Doesn't have the nicer stuff that those motors has. Stock from the factory, unopened, everything. The car does have an aftermarket converter just to allow us to build more boost on the line. If you want to call that a built trans, whatever, take it for what it's worth. The goal is next time we're going to try and turn it up a little bit more. It's still super reliable. We're not throwing much timing at it. The car is running phenomenal. We actually got it back to the shop, and we're like, there's no way that this thing's trapping 158 miles an hour. Full weight with the driver was 48 or 4,900 pounds, which isn't light for a car to go that fast, right? Especially on stock stuff. So we did that, and we got it back to the shop, and we're like, man, something's got to be hurt. Like, there's no way that this car just went that fast. So we did a compression test. Everything checked out fine. Pulled the valve covers off, everything looks good. So we bolted it back up, did an oil change, and we're gonna go back out and turn it up and The goal is to go 860s, 870s on stock everything, and go from there. So another topic I wanted to hit on is why I think our turbo kit sets us a little bit above the competitors, whether it's Hellcat, whether it's anybody that's making, a custom kit for an off-the-shelf kit that bolts right on. Factory manifolds, we have yet to find the limit of them. We have a customer making like 1,700 horsepower on them with baby boost on a built motor, and he's yet to really turn it up to find the limit. So something that I think sets our kit above and beyond is, one, it's a bolt-on kit. When we say it's bolt-on, there's no trimming, there's no cutting, there's no welding, there's no nothing. You take off your factory stuff, you bolt this on, you tune it, and you're good to go. Obviously there's fuel systems and any other supporting mods that you want to do based on the horsepower you want to achieve at the end that have to go into there, right? But nothing substantial. The number one thing I think that sets our kit above the competitors is our billet intake manifold. So the stock supercharger is great. The other competitors, Hellcat, etc., they like compound boost. We're not a fan of that stuff here. It works, I'm not against it, but it only works great up into a certain point, in our opinion. We wanted to develop a manifold that bolts right on, in fact, in place of the factory supercharger. It'll bolt to any 5.7, 6.1, 6.2, 6.4 head. So scat pack guys, 5.7 Hemi guys, if you want to build a motor and go turbo route, you can do that as well. It's got an air-to-water sandwich plate core. This was 100% designed, manufactured, tested in-house here. Our guys and our engineer that we have on our team is a pretty smart dude, and we spent about 6 months testing. We went back and forth with different intercooler sizes, what works best, pressure drops, turbo sizes, the whole 9 yards. We went through the whole testing phase, and this is kind of what we landed on. Turbo kits are officially for sale. Retail is $13,225 at the time of this video. Price could change, but that comes with your hot side, your cold side, turbos, oil feed lines, drains, scavenge pump, ball bearing turbos, billet intake manifold, the whole kit and caboodle, the whole thing. So yes, are we more expensive than the competitors? Yes, by about $3,000, but do you get a $6,000 intake manifold and, all the other parts? Absolutely. Do we think it's more efficient than their setups, especially the compound boost stuff? Absolutely. The proof's in the pudding. Those guys are not making that amount of power and trapping that speed at the track. I've yet to see one. If you got one, maybe I'm discrediting you. Send it to us. We'd love to see it. I'll make a new video. I'll give you guys credit. Absolutely. But I don't think anybody's going that fast on stock compound boost setups. Not that we're aware of, at least. So again, the goal is going 860s, 870s at 160, 163, whatever. Traction dependent. And yeah, so what I want to do is just put kind of a comparison video from a competitor after this. Show you what the compound boost stuff does. Again, not discrediting it. I just think that our stuff is better and more efficient, taking the blower off. And yeah, so check out that clip now.